When Maya Jackson walked into the upscale shooting range just outside of Houston, heads turned not out of admiration but disbelief. Dressed in worn jeans, a simple hoodie, and carrying an old duffel bag, she didn't fit the polished mold of the wealthy. Patrons who frequented the members-only club, whispers followed her steps. A few of the regulars smirked as they watched her approach the counter. One of them, a hedge fund manager named Bryce, nudged his friend and said loud enough for others to hear, "Hope she knows this isn't a basketball court." Maya didn't flinch. She simply signed in, set up at her lane, and calmly unzipped her bag to reveal a modest, well-maintained rifle. Her hands moved with the precision of habit, each motion smooth and controlled. Across the room, a group of affluent shooters, mostly men in designer gear with custom firearms, snickered as they watched her. "Must be her first time," someone muttered. Another added, "Probably watched some action movie and thought she'd try it out." What they didn't know was that Maya had spent 12 years as a Marine sniper, serving in some of the harshest conditions overseas. She had over 50 confirmed kills, and her steady trigger finger had saved more lives than most of those mocking her could ever comprehend. But Maya wasn't there to prove anything, at least not until they pushed her. One particularly arrogant shooter, dressed in gold-rimmed shades and Gucci gloves, swaggered over and said, "Why don't you give us a little show? Bet you can't even hit the target." Maya smiled politely and said nothing. She loaded her rifle and stepped up. 10 rounds. 10 targets. She took a slow breath, settled into position, and began firing. The sound of the shots echoed through the range, each one a clean, crisp crack. When she was done, the entire room had gone silent. The range officer checked the targets. Every single one was a bullseye. Not just center mass dead center, perfectly grouped, almost surgically precise. A few men stepped forward, inspecting the paper targets in disbelief. Bryce's jaw tightened. The Gucci man took off his shades. Who are you?" someone asked. Maya zipped up her bag and simply said, "Just someone who used to do this for real. No bravado. No bragging. Just facts." As she walked out of the range, the same people who mocked her now stared in awe. And for once they were truly speechless.